Episode 563 of the TV Dudes, recorded October 31st, 2025. It. Welcome to Derry.
This spooktacular holiday week, we are discussing the new Stephen King series, It, Welcome to Derry.
Will this clown car of King references turn out to be badass, or will it be weak sauce?
Looking at you, Castle Rock.
Yeah, we are. But before we head to Maine for our 50s horror, I'm Nick.
And I'm Les.
And we're the TV Dudes.
And you know scary clown shows isn't all we watch this week. But before we get to our diaries, though, I'd like to tell you all about a little thing we call patreon.com/TV Dudes.
Patreon.com/TV Dudes? Is that legal?
For now. Over at patreon.com/TV Dudes, you can pick the shows that we watch, like John Paul often does. Or just snag extra episodes like everybody else does each week, as we review movies and such.
This week, the bonus episode is our review of Deathstalker 1983, which we really enjoyed and had a blast talking about.
We did it in preparation of seeing Deathstalker 2025.
Yes, which will be next week's Patreon, I think.
Most of you probably don't know what either of those things are, so head over to patreon.com/TV Dudes and find out.
And listen to us stalk some death!
Yeah, we're gonna stalk the shit out of it. But now, we can talk about our show watching, To the Diaries.
The Diaries of the Television Dudes. Brought to you by only the finest cocaine wine.
Yeah, let's open with the, was that an ending, or the beginning of a show, ending of Chad Powers. You can go back and listen to our whole episode on Chad Powers, which had its 6th quarter episode today, or Wednesday of this week. I really thought this show was funny. I think all the jokes are good. The side characters are doing good. There's no there. Like there's a missing piece in this Chad Powers show, and I think we identified it as Chad Powers.
Yeah.
Like I just don't know who this guy is, and we were afraid that this last episode is going to pretend that we got there with this character a little bit, or that being Chad really means something to Russ.
I stupidly thought we might have watched some football at this point.
I kind of resigned myself to this is going to be early Letterkenny hockey. Like, we're just not going to show this for a while, and then suddenly, maybe they'll get into it. But it's weirder than that. We went back and forth on last week on whether or not Chad Powers needed more episodes or just call it or what. I think it needs more episodes and to be restructured entirely. It's not as easy as slap 2 more on. You have more story to tell.
Yeah.
There's stuff just missing.
Well, you need to tell it from I think the idea that Chad Powers needs a distinctive identity to really sell.
Yes, and that's what's missing from the build.
And their joke is that he doesn't have an identity. Yeah. He's a bunch of cliches mashed together that Russ has put. But the emotional arcs at the end of this 6th episode depend on Russ feeling a connection to Chad and liking Chad more. And people liking Chad. So you can't have that Chad isn't a person as the gag.
Like, radio's more of a person than Chad.
Because, yeah, you have, so they know that in order for this, a story would go this way, but they are either lazy or their attempt with the gag of Chad of Chad is just kind of a nothing character, and it doesn't work.
They want it both ways. They want to be silly but also matter, and it makes it. It's why this isn't Ted Lasso.
Well, I mean, Chad can be silly. He just has to be consistent. Right. He has to be a person with wants, desires, or a thing that people. I still go back to the Steve Zahn thing of I can't imagine what you do for fun, and I'm like, man, if they've been together, there's no way the team knows what he does.
No, then that's the problem. He's never hung out with any of the team. And you can tell that they believe there's a 2nd season coming for them.
Yeah.
Where he will hang out with the team.
A bold move by the end here where I was marking down the time and we were seeing the final confession. And the final confession was taking a long time. And I was like, oh, this is the big emotional arc of it. I thought that we were going to get this done with and then we were going to go play some football.
No.
And then finish this off.
No. Because we also have to go visit his dad.
No, we have to go visit his dad and have that arc come together, and then
we have Steve Zahn's whole heart attack.
Russ has to choose to go back and play, not for any self-gain for himself, but to help.
But because it will fuck this team.
It will fuck this team completely. And I'm so used to, like, I just thought the storyline was going the liar reveal of, like, okay, well, eventually they'll get revealed on this, and then he'll have to, like, oh.
No, so this team's going to end up covering his lie.
So that's not they're going to do it this season. And I actually think there's a cool way for us to never reveal Chad Powers and, like, kind of like...
Yes, Russ can never get anything out of this. This just has to be a thing you did for this team and never speak about.
And then Russ is cool with that.
Yeah.
I think that's a good, actually, emotional arc.
That's actually not bad.
That's not bad. But realizing that they really are going for a season 2 with this premise that I'm like, guys, your premise can't hold together for, like, a movie. And you try to do it for a season, which, admirable. But this whole thing, a lot of the gags are Chad's inconsistent, and this can't hold together, but at any point.
Mm-hmm.
They have to cancel that interview with ESPN because they can't go on. Like, it's over after that. And yeah, I like that. On one level, I like that she doesn't take his apology.
Right.
Because that's a good subversion of that expectation, but also...
Like, no, fuck yourself, but she slaps him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like her walking up to him on the... There's no her challenging him on it and then waiting for him to lie. She just walks up to him and tears the arm cover, whatever that's called, off of his forearm and shows the tattoo and is like, "You're Russ Holiday. Fuck you."
Yeah.
And walks off.
Yeah.
Like...
Well,
or he runs off, actually.
Well, yeah, he has to, like, talking to Whiskers later of, like, well, so then everyone had already left, so the only car available was my Cybertruck to take him to the hospital. Oh, so he died.
Honestly, Danny being the psycho of the show remains one of the funniest things.
No, man, I fucking...
And then him gaming it of, like, I'm just saying, though, if you'd let him die... But obviously we're not gaming that out because that would be monstrous. Yeah. Between that and Trisha visiting Steve, visiting Coach in the hospital, and just lighting that cigarette, like, Trisha, I don't think you can smoke in here. Sweetie, I can smoke everywhere.
You can smoke anywhere.
Like...
If you believe hard enough.
Right, it just makes me... the start of The Goods, when he straight up talks that stewardess into... or flight attendant into, like...
There's no smoking allowed flight, sir. I know, it's a fucking travesty. I'll be real quick.
That's just only Trish be taking her time. Yeah. So yeah, technically, Chad Powers finished. They don't think so. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna pretend to be another show in a few years and try. Man, seriously, in 6 years, if I'm watching another sitcom and midway through it reveals that it's actually a second Chad Powers season.
The only time I had this experience was in reverse when I was watching you watch the final episode, which you didn't realize the time of Winning Time, which I was like, Les, I think this show is about to wrap.
I'm like, no, that would be insane. That would be far less number of episodes than they had previous season, and they're supposed to get a whole third. They're obviously building up to. They opened the show showing Magic get HIV positive. Like, so obviously, and then they started rolling the Animal House.
Yes.
Like. And Magic and Bird became good friends. Well, it would have been cool if we'd seen that.
Yeah, it would have been neat.
Wouldn't a show about that be cool?
Yeah.
Fucking yeah. No, I remember you just walked into the room and was like, no, man, I haven't been watching this show, but it's got the editing vibe of, no, they're about to go to credits.
Yeah, man. I like, I'm like, man, I know I'm not kept up on the show at all. Like, I'd like...
But in the same way you can walk in and, like, that's a villain character.
Yeah.
But they're all being this nice to him. He's fucking dead.
Yeah, this guy's gone.
No, they're bringing him over so they can kill him.
In Chad Powers, I had a similar, like, oh, they're like in the middle of that speech, I was like, oh, they're going for a second season. Wow, bold move.
Bold move.
Wrong move in my fucking opinion. Like, that's a crazy thing to do. But yeah, I also watched some more My Hero Academia. Man, one of the best. Like, I told you about some of the complicated powers on that.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best superheroes is bunny power. Like, just a bunny. Like, she has the power of, like, oh yeah, she has the power of a rabbit. and you'd think like, oh, okay, and she just fucking destroys a guy by kicking him in the face until his head caves in. Like her power is kick hard.
No, but real hard.
And like it for real is the like, yeah, but I'm gonna freeze him and then use my thermal thing ability. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna control him with my mind power, and like, no, I'm gonna kick him, but really hard. Like, and it fucking works. Like,
that's great.
Good stuff. Love it. Also, she's insane. Like, they rip off her arm and she beats him to death with her knee. Like,
oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
While her arm is still bleeding, like, she gets a robot arm later that she just fucking runs into people.
Okay.
I also watched some Crapopolis for the new ones.
Oh yeah.
Which is good episodes on those. They're always fine, but also now it's like there's nowhere to watch the previous ones. I don't know when these drop. It's inconsistent. Like this whole release thing is just completely. Does anyone know Crapopolis is still going? Is anyone watching this?
And is anyone sure when it'll appear? Like it just sometimes more happens. Crapopolis happens.
Also watched Star Wars Visions. They had a new season.
There's a third season of that.
Didn't realize that was coming out at all. That was fun to.
I thought you were just rewatching it. Honestly, I didn't know there was new out.
Well, you could be mistaken because a lot of these ones are like there's three of them that are sequels.
Right.
Yeah. To like the Ninth Jedi and the Ronin and a couple other ones. They do a cool like the black and white one with their Sith, previous Sith, now Sith Hunter, where he fights a Sith on a gambling hall that's been made out of two AT-ATs squeezed together.
I saw you watching one where it was a stormtrooper's brain failing as he died.
Oh yeah, real trippy shit.
Real trippy, but really beautiful.
Think he was dying in the trench on
and like remembering back to all his battles, or and like see like you saw the Death Star in the background, but you also saw Hoth, but you also saw like it's just wild.
Just basically kind of a clip show of Star Wars from just the foot soldier's perspective. Right. And like he's got a girl at home, he's got a whole life, but also he helped commit atrocities. They show that. Like he's got friends that have also died in the fucking war. Like I think the best thing Star Wars Visions has ever done. There was a great one with Ronnie Chang as a death assassin bot. He's a med bot, but they infused him with a thing with it's an assassin protocol, so it gives him a dual personality, and it's insane. And that's a smuggler or a syndicate operative that is basically a child, but as a child, her parents were separatists, and she actually like it revealed that she was actually a slave. Her parents were bigger up slaves in the separatist society, but they weren't fish people or whatever the fuck they were.
Right.
So they lived pretty well, but and so basically a Jedi wipes her entire household and everyone she fucking knows. Yeah, and the Jedi basically pops her collar off like, okay, cool kid, use your skills, go out in the galaxy. And I kind of want to go like, bitch, at least fucking Qui-Gon took Anakin around so that like this. Like, okay, so she becomes a piece of shit smuggler that is also killing people.
What did you think an orphan kid was gonna fucking do?
It just proves to me that like the most effective thing to me about the Star Wars Visions is that they're not canon.
Right.
And it's their biggest advantage because the minute you'd have to break down canon for any of these, it would fall apart or Disney wouldn't allow you to do anything.
Right.
Because most of the time, the best parts of it are when they portray the Jedi or the Jedi Order as dumb or inconsistent,
or distant and insane. Like when you see one run,
or from the ground level, from people that really don't fly a starship, that live on their planet and die on their planet, that like know that there's a galaxy out there, theoretically. But it in no way affects
the same way that like China and Europe exist, but you don't go there.
Yeah, like you don't really understand, and so basically, whenever that fucking shit touches you, it kind of like, well, what the fuck? Why does two people's beef that are literally light years away suddenly ruin my day? Because when a lightsaber pops on some sort of battleground somewhere, it doesn't really matter what color it is. Everyone kind of knows that their day is fucked.
Right.
Like that.
Whoever's holding that is about to mow down like 500 of you.
Like, or cause a big enough problem that now that is going to, they're gonna, in response to that lightsaber dude, they're gonna try and blow up this planet or some shit.
Right. Great. Now I'm within the blast zone of them trying to kill you from orbit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Star Wars Visions, but also last time I watched, I had not rewatched them since watching Skeleton Crew. And I was like, oh shit, Skeleton Crew was giving me the best ones I liked of this, of like the Wallace and Gromit chase one.
Only canon.
The kids that found a Sith witch in the cave.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, the Skeleton Crew took the best parts of that where I was really digging and found because I love kids experiencing Star Wars. Like that's a great aspect. A lot of them have kid protagonists, like children.
Well, we loved Skeleton Crew for making it feel like fans of Star Wars playing around in Star Wars again.
Yeah,
like the little kids play like
right,
like doing the fucking saber noises and like, okay, I love someone in the Star Wars universe doing that. That's amazing. Visions is that vibe of like, here's animators going, it's not canon, Disney's gonna stay off my back, I can just do whatever Star Wars I've wanted to do since I was little.
Yeah.
Cool, here you go.
Also, just the design is so Japanese.
Oh man, yeah.
Crazy
There's
level.
a lot of like Samurai Ronin looking vibe in that. It's really cool.
Like, a woman just does after getting her arm chopped off early in a fight, she's like, hey, can I use a bunch of those red crystals you got? And just makes a Gatling gun of lightsaber shit. Like, that is so dumb, but yet awesome. Like, fucking is one of the coolest things I've ever seen, but also makes no goddamn sense. Yeah, I also, Hazbin Hotel came back with a 2-drop. Basically just dealing with fallout of the previous finale.
Of somebody actually getting saved.
It takes a month. It takes place a month afterwards, and first episode deals with the fallout in hell. The second episode deals with the fallout in heaven.
Yeah.
And heaven was really interesting as far as, hey, yo, one of the guys from the last season sacrificed himself down in hell to save his friends, and bam, he got redeemed.
Right. As Ghost puts it, got sucked off.
Yeah, and so everyone up in heaven is like, whoa,
where's the new dude?
Who is that? Peter, you let this guy in? I manned the door, man. He teleported in. I don't know what the fuck. That's not me. That's not on me. And Seraphim is basically like, you had to have tricked your way. You can't be redeemed, because if redemption is possible, then I'm kind of a war criminal on a scale
then our purges are
that on a scale that frankly is unbelievable.
Right.
And so she's trying to make a split the hair of like, we're gonna lock down heaven. Let's stop the purges for a minute, but we're locking down heaven. No one gets in or out until we figure this out. And like, yeah, cool. So that never really.
It's gonna work.
It's gonna hold up. I like that Serpentius actually doesn't really like heaven all that much. Everyone that he likes is still back down in hell. They don't have explosives or shit that he likes to invent. I like that heaven is like, oh yeah, we got a lot of sugar out here. We got puppies, kitties, also pangolins. Like, we got a fuck ton of pangolins. Like, they're very rare on Earth, but not up here.
Super popular up here.
But you just want to cuddle them all. Oh my god. They sing a whole song about how unique he is and how basically there's no one like him up in heaven, and it's doing the exact opposite of making him feel better.
Right. You said like the song was like cheerful, but like, and now you're the only one. You're alone.
Yeah, you're alone.
Like
to the point where he tries to shoot himself, and like, technically you can't really do that in heaven, my man.
Yeah.
So bummer. Like, the bullet turns into confetti. Like, well, god damn. The musical numbers are always pretty good. There's a musical number with the head exorcist that who was number 2 under Adam, the first man in the last season. She sings a song called Gravity, which is basically a revenge song, but it has the feel of like a breakup ballad, or in a play of like the female looking for revenge, and it fucking rips. Like,
Nice.
I was gonna show it to you because I was like, I'm not very musically inclined, but I'm like, why is this song better than
What
all
are they
the other
doing
ones?
here that's, yeah.
What's different about this one? Why is this one connecting?
Right.
But yeah, what did you watch?
Let's see. Caught up on, well, Fanny's been watching Grey's Anatomy, so that's been a background show whenever that's on. I've been watching all the Paramount shows that came back. Ghost is back and as cute as ever.
Sure.
They had to deal with the end of last season. Jay had inadvertently sold his soul to the devil.
Right.
Thinking that he was just signing a deal for marketing.
God, Jay.
Yeah.
Fucking
And
salt of the earth, that guy.
and so yeah, they have a whole like, how are we gonna get out of that? Do we use this ghost trap? Like bringing up stuff from previous seasons, and like Jay makes a bunch of doll furniture to put in the ghost trap because he's just gonna, as soon as he dies, trap himself in there before he can get sent to hell. And like, well, I'll, just put a Barca lounger in there. It'll be comfortable. I'll live there. Shenanigans happen. Ends up Carol, Pete's ex-wife, who died in the house and is now trapped there with him, which is great for Pete. Carol offers herself as a sacrifice for
Wow.
Jay. Like, it threw some other machination, but
okay.
But basically, like, she.
I was gonna say that seems like a kind of a big character growth for her.
Yeah. So Pete was going to do it. Obviously,
Right.
Pete's his bestie and was going to do it.
Sure.
And
That makes sense for Pete.
and
that
Pete
tracks.
has his moment of calling out Carol of like you cheated on me. You did like
Yeah.
Like has his, and she feels like has a real moment of like, shit. No, you're really great, and you're right. And so she steps in at the last minute and like, nope, like snakes that sacrifice, and that gets her sucked off.
Damn it.
Like
Yeah.
she drops down and then immediately pops back open and back up.
Yeah.
And like that leaves all the other ghosts now, like as the series is going forward, like this season's going forward, all the other ghosts are now trying to figure out like what they can do that will like it started a whole conversation again on like, no, but that means that just doing a good deed might like if it's a really good deed.
I would say like it's not a good deed. It was her coming to terms with what she did to Pete.
Well, and even if it was a good deed, it was her unselfishly like no knowledge that you'll get
Yeah.
out of it. She thought she was going to hell. Full stop.
Well, it was her coming to terms with who she
she
was
was,
to
yeah,
Pete.
yeah.
And like that, it's fucking.
Yeah, no. And so
it's
like
about
they're
closure,
they're
you
like
goddamn
they're
idiots.
like trying to wait on the phone for Sam and stuff like that. Like, well, that looks annoying. I'll do that for you.
Yeah.
And like that's
No.
not the same, guys. Watson's back with a fun. They've Moriarty's gone, but they brought back Holmes as Robert Carlyle. Rumpelstiltskin is their Holmes, but he's not really on the show. He's kind of in the background doing. He's faked his own death to do something bigger, and just like stopped by to let Watson know he's alive because wasn't
yo.
that fun?
Sup?
Like Watson's fucking pissed.
God damn you!
Like I got really hurt trying to fucking save you. Yeah, I wasn't ever in the water. Actually, well, that's wrong. I dove in to save you because you were dumb and dove in to save me. Yeah, and like I love that Holmes is like Watson's like, the fuck would you fake your own death? Well, I've been planning it for a long time. Several years ago, it occurred to me that there was a larger plan I wanted to do, but I'd need to be dead to do it. So anyway, that's where we are. And like, oh man, being your friend would suck. You could just tell that like being Holmes' friend would suck.
I think that's a consistent through all continuities.
Right.
Like I don't think it's been.
No, because he's having fun. Like you can see that he's like,
He's having a blast.
oh God, I can see that this really hurt you. That did not occur to me. Like, God, you were so smart and so fucking dumb. We
high
watched,
functioning sociopath.
of course, Elsbeth is also back. Tracker, all of those. So I got basically a full week of shows now every week from Paramount for a minute. I just wish they'd bring back Lower Decks. It's the only thing they're missing. Gone forever. So, been watching some Halloween movies. Fanny had never seen the original Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
Okay.
Which is fucking bananas even now. Oh man, I'm not as sympathetic to Scioria's character as I was when I was 14. She seemed like more of a nice mom, and now I'm like, I don't know, lady, you kind of suck too. That said, nobody deserves all the shit that happens. Julianne Moore's fantastic in it and catches a lot of plate glass to the head for her trouble. Really fun movie. Rebecca De Mornay fucking owns in it. It's just, it feels like it should be a Lifetime movie, and then it just has more to it, or I don't know. In the years before we did these things, ironically, somebody just took a Lifetime movie dead seriously.
Right.
Though I did, so there's for most of the movie, for like the first third of the movie, De Mornay's just kind of fucking with them subtly in ways that are long setups, so they don't seem that mean. They just seem tiny. You know, if you've seen the movie before, that like that's something she's seeding in place now so that she can fuck with you with it later. Like, this is long-term psychological games. But at the start of the movie, she seems crazy and unsafe and maybe even dangerous, but like not violent. And then there's a moment where Rebecca De Mornay goes into a bathroom stall and picks a plunger up and just beats the plunger into splinters on the wall. Like, just loses her shit. Fanny looked over at me and was like, just shocked. And I'm like, what? And she's like, I didn't realize that it was going to like escalate. Yes. Hand that rocks the cradle escalates.
Well, I mean,
that's a fair thing everyone says about this movie.
Yeah,
Holy fuck, yes.
Well, I mean, I think that scene in particular is just to like show an explosive, like show that her capability of violence.
Yes,
like,
and that she does not have it locked down.
No,
like she loses she loses control.
She's keeping, like, you're seeing her keeping this under wraps a little bit.
Yeah,
because she's like going to scream. Her version of screaming in a pillow.
Yeah, absolutely. And because she comes back out like, back in, and oh yes, it's all so nice. Yeah, but yeah, it was a fun moment of like, well, yes, she's going to get crazier. Holy fuck, yes. Oh my god. We also watched Host, which is a fun I had not seen since it first came out at the start of pandemic.
That's right. The haunted fucking Skype call.
Man, it's really well done. It's only an hour long. The setup and the fuck around is fun and a fun throwback to that time period, which we've all immediately forgotten. At one point, one of the friends, like at the end, as like the find out parts happen, and one friend gets out of her own apartment and runs over to her friend's apartment, which we know from the start of the movie is only like 2 blocks away, because she was throwing rocks at her window and they were yelling down, which again, pandemic, like she won't come up, she's got a mask on.
Yeah.
She breaks into the girl's apartment, and when they see each other in a hallway, they're reuniting in the middle of a horror movie. They want to hug, and they stop and like don't know what to do, and they touch elbows. And you want to talk about punch you right in the 2020s? Fuck. But yeah, I had forgotten how absolutely nuts the find out part, like it gets crazy so quick right at the end. And there's a jump scare moment where a body falls from a ceiling. Like it's a guy that's been missing for, like, somebody's been looking for their boyfriend who should be in the back bedroom. We haven't seen him leave. And he's just gone. And then he poltergeist, he just falls out of a different spot in the house. And it's so fun to see a jump scare genuinely get someone. Fanny about came up physically off the couch. Like, the gasp was so actually real. You forget just how fun it can be to watch someone, not just watch a movie for the first time, but get got by it.
Sure.
It was great. We also watched one called The Surrender that has Ashley from The Boys.
The Boys, sure.
And actually, ironically, Gray from Grey's Anatomy, her mom, who's a big feature in the show, plays the mom in The Surrender. And it's a lot like a dark song. Like, basically a family loses the dad, like the patriarch of the family, and they don't let him go. The mom has pulled all of her money out of everything. Like, how much money are you paying that dude, Mom? Everything. What the fuck does that mean?
What a regular response.
That's
to
a
that
very
question.
normal. That's a carpet bag full of money, Mom. What are you doing? Like, who's coming over? He doesn't have a name.
What?
Deb gave me a number to call. Wait, I'm sorry, but like your yoga friend Deb? Fuck. And like, yeah, she hires this guy to do a ritual to bring the dad back from the dead, and his magic's real, but everything else goes wrong.
Right.
And the ending gets a little, it's got to mean something about like, the ending can't quite, I don't know, there's no quite like perfect way to connect it at the end, I don't think, but I had enough fun with it that I don't mind. I really enjoyed it. I've recommended it to a couple of people. I feel like it's definitely worth a watch. It cold opens on their creature and then jumps back to before the dad's dead. And their creature design is really great. It's basically a thing in the shape of your loved one that is completely split up the back, like its ass crack goes up to its
Yeah,
neck.
I saw in the trailer, like, it has ridges like a stegosaurus, like, on the spine, but they're
Seems like
fingers.
yeah, they're
Like,
hands
it's
that
kinda-
seem to be like
yeah.
it looks like something if you left it alone it would constantly trying to
Yeah.
crawl out of its back.
Pretty cool.
It's really nice. It's called The Surrender. It's over on Shudder right now. Also watched Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, which I just love. And then that brings us to Task, which ended such that so that Welcome to Derry could live. Like that's what replaced it on Sundays. But I had started watching Task. Fanny and I had watched Mayor of Easttown, which I don't think you got into. I wasn't sure if Task would grab you or not.
Task is the level of HBO prestige drama that I'm fine with. Like, it's a little sad. Everyone is just kind of fucked, and in no way is it like maybe one person will have like a good ending at the end of this.
Right. Like there's almost no one on the show that you could full-throatedly call good at their job. Like even the people that are like, well, Grasso's kind of competent.
Mayor of Easttown was like when we first. I was like, I never knew what the word for it until SNL called it murder dirter.
Murder dirter.
And like her dirter's been murdered. And I was like, okay, thank you for putting a name on all these like sad.
They murdered my dirter.
Sad crime mysteries. Well, one, this isn't a murder. They're just looking for a bunch of people that are stealing money.
Right.
So like, and also there is a tense comical level of like bad decisions, and I like that the falling action of this. What was his? God damn it! What's the name of the main guy? Spoilers for Task in the last episode.
Yeah, but Ruffalo's character.
Are not Ruffalo's character. The
yeah.
So there's spoilers. There's no one left from our heist crew. Like they're all gone.
Right.
But the last thing he did was pretty smart as regards to doing a switcheroo with the money, so that he put all those fucking Nazi dipshits in a place with a bunch of cops and a fake and like no money bag and no money in the bag. Also, that dumbass couldn't let Robbie, that's what his name was. He couldn't stop from shooting at Robbie when there was a bunch of like they knew there was a standoff, like he was about to get arrested and he couldn't let it go. Which in this episode you get why the club, like the what do they call it, the Mother Club,
right?
Like so they're chapters of a biker club,
right? And
the Mother Club met and were like, okay, so fucking Jason or whatever his name is, he's got to fucking go. Like after that fucking fiasco,
this fucking personal emotional bullshit's gonna bring the club down, and we have business.
So like I know he's your boy. Tell you what, if he's gone by the morning, I won't come fucking looking for both of you.
Right.
And yeah. End up that guy couldn't do it, even though he did kill. Like that comes back to him of like they find out.
Well, Jason's been getting more and more desperate, trying to look for
his wife, who was the catalyst of this because it was Robbie's brother who she was fucking.
Yeah, to Aaron. Yeah,
Robbie,
so he's been looking for Aaron, and Robbie's been fucking her.
Yeah, Robbie gets stabbed and doesn't make it. Man, I love that moment in the car where like, how long is it until the hospital? 20 minutes or something, whatever the guy says, and he's like, "Could you please go faster?" Like, and like, cause it's like he puts his hand on his neck and checks his pulse, and he's like, "Could you go faster?" And like knowing that like, okay, so he doesn't have
20 minutes,
like just the, also, what's her name, Snickerdoodle. So that was a writer's fucking
game. Can we make a?
She never at any point
her only skill is being honestly bad.
Yes,
at her job.
Absolutely.
That's her. That is why she exists.
Can you make a character that really has nothing she's good at?
Right.
Or any really redeeming qualities, really.
She exists basically the same as Sam does, like the kid. You know.
The only thing you could say is that in that firefight, she doesn't freeze every time.
Right. Finally, once she's deafened, she finally like moves and kicks in. And of course, like you're saying, like you know, as soon as she kicks in and starts doing stuff, she's doomed.
Right. Well,
but I did not expect.
She can't hear creeping up on her on the bridge where they're gunning it, trying to get away from all the cops, like Jason and what's his name?
Perry. Yeah.
And so she's trying to get medic shit because their boss is shot.
Yeah, but she's standing there facing the wrong way on this bridge,
and they fucking waste her.
I mean, they meet Joe Black, clip her into the sky.
Yeah, and I was like, and they run up, and her eyes are just open, and like,
man,
and I'm like,
dead.
Nah, man, I it's over.
It takes a certain shot shows know it now. It takes a certain shot to make an audience go, they're dead.
Yeah, like in a way that like they're not going to reveal that later.
Not wondering if they go to the hospital later. Nope, that body that's a corpse. Yeah, and damn, man, she is dead. I like you said that in the penultimate episode they basically deal with the heist crew and all of that. The final episode is the loose end of who the fuck their mole is. Yeah,
because they have the bikers have figured out their mole and taken care of it.
Yeah.
Our hijackers have figured out their loophole because she gets the money at the end of that episode.
Right.
And is like, hey, yo, we sold this on the sly. I actually like that too. That the fucking piece of shit cop was. The biker club kind of don't care about the money anymore.
No, they
like,
just want drugs. This done.
Like, and it's like, don't you want to look for this? Like, I guess it's worth a call. But you could tell like that they were willing to write it off.
At this point, we're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that Maeve had never met. Well, I like that she the blonde. God, that whole fucking side thing. Like, I love that she was not bullshitting of like, no, man. I have a certain amount of days until he's out of holding, and I need my money together to get the fuck away from him.
Yeah.
Right. So I also have you should believe me. I have a shared motive with you. I realize I'm untrustworthy. We share a goal.
Yeah.
And then her walking up and Maeve saying, "No, I've never seen that woman before," and she just handed you a backpack of money. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, her friend, great advice.
Oh man.
Like, that friend is a good friend to have.
Yeah.
You should give that friend a couple grand.
Absolutely. I'm thinking that too. Of like, you got to hand that friend some money, right?
Because like she's asking like, what do you do? Like. Well, technically, taking that money is illegal, and I guess people are still looking for it. But say if you hid it on your property, and if the cops show up and they find it, he must have hid it there.
Right. No, your friend is sharp.
No harm, no foul, right?
Right.
But say no one comes for the money in, say, a couple months, well, then, you know...
You and the kids fuck off to fucking Barbados or somewhere, Bimini or some shit.
Like, fucking... Absolutely smart way to play that.
Absolutely.
And yeah,
but I like them. They hunt down Grassa. They show that he's, as much as he can be, an unrepentant piece of shit. A little bit of like, no, I know I got myself into bed, but like I'm still telling myself there aren't really.
Well, he was running around trying to mitigate some of this disaster in that last episode, and then it culminates with her getting killed, and you can tell that like
cracks him. He can't pretend like this is okay and victimless now. Yeah,
and also the biker gang kind of realizes that he's done too, and like, okay, he's a loose end that needs to get wrapped.
Well, and there's a couple of moments where he's trying to tell the biker gang the smart play here, and you can tell that like there's a line in there. No, man, our relationship isn't like that. You can't tell Jason what to do.
Yeah,
and like, well, fuck, then this is all gonna go sour.
Yeah, because. Like,
this whole show is dumb people making conflicting plans.
Right. You realize you pay me to be on the take to like so you know stuff and like, but also if you're gonna ignore the shit I tell you,
then what the fuck?
I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
He has a great
rolling up.
He has a great conversation with his sister, like admitting everything. Was good. Just like, hey yo, so remember when mom got sick and we put her in that home or whatever because I knew a guy. I didn't know a guy.
I didn't know a guy. I've never known a guy. I paid it every time.
Remember when you moved into that new house because
you needed to get away from so and so,
and a real estate agent had a whole I didn't know any like.
I've never.
No one has that good of friends.
No, I don't have 3 guys in a row that I know.
No.
I've just gone and made the money I needed to.
Yeah.
And I like the sisters thing, like with him, like, hey, so however this goes down, you're gonna hear some shit about me.
Yeah, it's gonna be real bad.
And I like her. Just I know who you are.
Mm-hmm. And it gives him the kind of resolve of like, one, get the drop on his boss when his boss definitely comes to kill him, like, and like, okay, you piece of shit. So we're like, what was it supposed to be like? Me, I do myself and what? Fuck you. And realizes that like, oh, Jason's going after that money, only to get his boss shot down. And then him take a bullet,
right?
So that he rolls up all half dead.
That was great. And honestly,
Jason's here.
Trying to figure out how they were going to redeem when I'm like, I am furious at this character for getting her killed, and him rolling up shot and still trying to wheeze out his last words if they're coming.
Coming.
Like, shit, show you actually.
Also,
redeemed Grassa for me.
He gets the last word in on Jason too.
Like, oh, that was great. In a way that, like, everybody there needs Jason shot, and nobody needs it on their fucking tally sheet there, and Grassa can, like, and just that shot from the back seat, well done. I'm shocked how much I really liked Mayor of Easttown, but this is better. I really liked Task.
Also him showing that he took that kid in.
We haven't even talked about him adopting the second kid.
And he's only just for a foster family, and it takes a while. But also he lets them take the foster family, like he lets him go, and it's what triggers him to be okay with his son. Of like
the speech in the courtroom of him saying, "I'm not here to tell the courts how long my son should stay incarcerated for killing my wife, but
I'm here to tell my son." That you come home straight home.
Yeah, you come straight home when you're out. Yeah, that hit me in the fucking feels.
Yeah, it was really good. I thought
I like him when he gets the kid when he first takes the kid home, because the kid's not even in foster. He's just staying in a break room of a building that shouldn't even store kids.
The town's too small,
right,
to like have a. Actual...
But I love that his whole family is like, I'm sorry, you what? Hey, I know what you have in that cup. I don't know what you're talking about, Dad, come on. And as cheesy as it is, I liked seeing the iced tea cup as part of like a backyard wind vane bird feeder thing or whatever the fuck he's built out of. Like, that was a nice little touch. There were a couple of moments where I was like, it's a little cheesy, but subtle. He's dead. Fuck it. I'll allow it.
Well, I mean, that was a classic prop that we've been using this entire time.
Oh, man. Yeah, like you said, like, so I need like a dad's cup. Not hiding it, sad drunk cup. I got you.
I can't tell you exactly how it's sad, but I need you to find me a sad cup.
Can we work some of these baseball facts into the script? Yeah, we can. Yeah. Folks, I mean, we'll talk about the show that replaced it here in a few.
Yeah, absolutely.
But folks, go check out Task over on HBO. I thought
Task was very good.
That was very good. 7 episodes is worth it. All right, well, now feels like a great time to move over to talking about our main course this week. Welcome to Derry.
Things happen here. We don't really talk about it. No one does.
They never even found a body. But maybe we could figure out what really happened to him.
Could have been a drifter.
Do you think somebody could kidnap a kid and keep him underground? In the sewers?
What happened out there, Helen?
We have 25 disappearances, 7 confirmed deaths, mostly children.
Something bad's coming.
What is that?
We were going to talk the lowdown, but we're going to leave it for next week to watch the finale. And instead, go with the Halloween theme and watch the first episode of what Castle Rock probably should have been.
Let's talk about this fucking clown.
Welcome to Derry is an American supernatural horror television series based on Stephen King's 1986 novel It, and heavily based on It and It Chapter 2, the movies developed by Andy Muschietti.
Let's be real. So, like, it's very much... this is the prequel series to the movie rather than anything.
Right. Which it gets weird in kind of an interesting way for me, because the moving up of the time of the movies to 80s and present makes this prequel, which is a new story, set at the actual time of the book. Mm-hmm. So I kept having to remind myself that, like, this isn't the Tim Curry adaptation. Like, this isn't like a more accurate period-wise adaptation of the book.
Well,
This is a different story. This is one of the alluded to in the books previous sets of kids 30 years ago, 20 something years ago, who did not win, did not do the ritual of Chud correctly.
To me, that's one of the problems running through is that, like, okay, so these kids can't win, they can only survive, and in surviving, Derry isn't really a win.
No,
you go on to live a fucking awful life.
Right, or in best case, you are going to magically forget that this happened.
Right, you magically forget. Also, they can't. If they were to show up back 27 years, they would be around when the movie kids are around, and they didn't do, and no help, no parents or no adults help them do jack shit.
Right. I am pretty sure that one character they've already shown us is the black guy in The Shining, the Scatman Crothers in The Shining that helps the kid. I think
that's nice.
I think that's a background character.
Okay.
Like, I'm pretty sure they're seeding in stuff so that seriously, this is going to end up being what we wanted Castle Rock to be.
Yeah.
Like, Castle Rock was just so tame of like, are we going to get to the Stephen King stuff? Whereas, man, there's pockets of Stephen King. If you're a Stephen King fan, you may have read everything he's written, but you've got your, like, I really like Dark Tower, and I like the books that are connected to it most.
Well, he's so prolific, he doesn't even really have a, like, I mean, we know him as a horror writer, but he does do...
You know, he's got other stuff. He'd Stand By Me and all, you know, we've seen Shawshank and all those. But there's also, like, even most of them happening in Maine, there's the ones that happen in Derry.
Yeah.
Which is it, and, damn it, I'm blanking on the other one. But there's one other one that is directly set in Derry a few years later. And there's really not that many more. Like, the way that they made up a town for Castle Rock, they're going to have to kind of move... If they actually pull from other books, they're going to have to kind of move things to this town.
Right.
But that works. Derry's a weird fucking town. Chicken or the egg. We don't know if Pennywise is here because Derry's weird, or if Derry's weird because Pennywise is here.
I think he just gets mainly shit just because he names the place all the time. Like, I feel like Michael Bay's every Michael Bay movie takes place spiritually in Miami. Like, it might not, even if it's not set in Miami, it kind of takes place in Miami in his head.
Insomnia, I think, is the other Derry one. I've got it on my shelf. So we knew from the artwork that this was going to have Skarsgård returning as Pennywise, but nobody knew how heavy that was going to be.
Yeah.
This takes the place on Sunday of Task on HBO.
If they had done this even 2 years ago, I would have said that, like, cool, they're gonna have one scene of Pennywise and of Skarsgård as Pennywise, and that's it. But now, man, he's had enough of, like, a couple misses of, like, I like Boy Kills World, but no one fucking saw it.
Definitely misfired.
Crow misfired.
The car one.
That car lot, like, he's been absent.
No, he was in too much stuff, and a lot of it was not everything stuck when they threw it at the wall. And I liked Lovecraft Country a couple years ago.
Oh, right.
But this, I did not expect the goosebumps, but mixed with buckets of blood, like midnight horror. This was a weird tone to me.
It looks like having, I mean, no one could really know this for sure, or anyone old enough probably doesn't care about this show, but, like, it looks like the idea of the 50s.
Seriously. It looks like a postcard dream of the 50s.
In the way
somehow.
that I can only liken it to Sandlot, of, like, oh, that's the most 90s version of the 50s I've ever seen.
Like, even more than, like, where Marty lands in the DeLorean. Like, this is some Enchantment Under the Sea shit.
Right.
It is a gorgeous, I'm sure CGI helped drone shot, up, like, to a matte painting where these kids are, I don't know if what is that, like a water tower fucking castle thing
Really
that they're
sure
in?
where, like,
it's
Derry has a couple, like, really larger towers in its, like, skyline, and I'm not sure what they all are.
It's rad.
One must be Town Hall.
Beautiful shot of, like, where these kids sneak up to have their little place. I like the sad sack, like, these are the two loser kids at their school, and they have a kid that they're like, yeah, his mom had to bribe us with candy to hang out with him.
Yeah.
And, like, on his birthday. We didn't know that. like, that makes it better somehow. And then this girl that everybody thinks is nuts because her dad died in a pickle factory accident. And then her friend, who is definitely on the loser end of the social spectrum, but wants to be cool and might might have an opening, or think she does.
Yeah.
Like the kid setup is.
Optometrist is a sadist.
Yeah, do my eyes look huge? I like the setup of all the kids, but like you said, you know most of these kids can't make it. I assumed out the season.
Yeah.
So, spoilers for this single fucking episode of this that's out. There's about to be a second one on Friday. They're dropping the second one early for Halloween,
Right.
which is pretty fun. This thing's gory as fuck, and they kill most of these kids in the first episode.
Yeah.
There's also the black girl whose dad works at the theater, which they do a fun. Man, Pennywise loves to make a picture move.
Hopefully, the white girl surviving helps her out. Otherwise, she would have been fucked.
Oh my god,
she might still be fucked, but I don't know.
She might still be.
But
Jesus. So the episode opens on this kid Maddie watching The Music Man at the theater.
Mm-hmm. Like a child would, I guess.
Right. I mean, I guess it's what entertainment was then. I mean, I remember being like shown The Music Man in like 4th grade music class.
And he's out running the fucking usher,
right?
Like a
that,
Leave It to
you
Beaver.
nailed it. Like it is perfect kid logic. He is sitting in the
He's sitting dead center. So as a kid who has done like basically this, maybe not exactly. I wasn't sneaking in, but I did have candy that was not supposed to be there, and it was a little loud. And also, I didn't get caught. I'm a fucking professional. But I had a plan in case I got caught.
Right.
And the plan is you sit center so that no matter which way the usher comes at you, you have the leg room to move.
Right. You're a child. You should be faster than them. They're an usher. And if there's only one of them, if you're in the dead center, you pick whatever. Doesn't matter. Whatever side they come to, you run the other way.
The
Unless
usher
they
comes in
bolted
like
the fucking door.
Kid, and he
Oh my
just
God.
like, come hither, and I'm like, dude, kid law like prohibits him from like you've
This is like saying parley to a pirate or something. Like it's that. Like now that you've said come here, I have to run.
And so what you wanted to do was go into the row behind him, put your arm on his shoulder, and then make him feel like he's been caught.
Right.
But anyway, the psychology of children crime aside, he fucking books it because of course he would lose his child card. Not get we would be like, okay, you can't be a kid anymore because
even one of the other adults, like the black girl's dad, he is like, man, have you seen that kid's family? Let him have a free fucking movie,
man,
dude.
I don't think this one kid is hurting our economy that much.
Right. Like also that theater was pretty full.
Yeah, I mean it's half full, but it's also 1950s.
They're doing okay on whatever random
fine.
screening of The Music Man this is. Yeah.
Yeah, the new screening of The Music Man.
I'm gonna say new screening.
Yeah, okay.
But still, yeah.
That
spells trouble.
But yeah,
With a capital P, that stands for pool.
We cut to the black girl with 2 suckers. I don't know why the 2 suckers in her mouth at the same time.
Right.
Like she's mixing flavors or something.
Right.
I was like, okay, I knew at the time like I'm gonna guess that this is gonna be one of the 2 scenes this black girl has in this episode. She has 3. I was wrong. Like
right. She also has to set up the fucking film later.
Yeah. So like she has 3 scenes, but like she and I was like, good to give her a little. I'm not sure if that was a production assistant or set deck, but whoever decided to give her, like maybe it was the actress herself. I don't know, but whoever decided to give her 2 suckers.
It's a tiny thing, but it's
a little thing to give her a little personality.
Also, like you spend a lot of time in the movie theater. You know the secret tricks. Hey, that sucker and this one here.
Oh yeah, that speaks to of like, oh man, I spent a lot of time here. Check this out.
Right,
like,
right.
If you actually crush the nougats of this candy bar and then you mix it with this, you actually get like a ice cream sundae type thing.
Oh no, not that with popcorn. This, yeah, totally. It speaks to familiarity, and it immediately it has a like.
It has a specificity.
That girl knows things.
It gives him some cover so that he can slowly walk out and still get caught by the usher on the outside. Fucking idiot.
Yeah. Maddie's not slick.
So that Maddie can Georgie style like hitchhike along the fucking road, and I'm like, okay, maybe since I've been born after 1985,
Right.
I'm like maybe in 1953 this isn't an immediate children's death sentence.
Right. No,
Maybe
but
this is how children got home in the 50s.
I kind of feel like I was like, does this kid just want to die? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
but yeah, like you said, maybe this is just, I don't know, maybe this is how the 50s work. Maybe this is just how kids get home in Derry.
Anyway, he said like this family picks him up and is like, well, where are you going? Where's home? We'll take you home. Like, oh, just anywhere that's not Derry. Well, we're going to Portland. And I'm like, kid, even if this isn't a psychotic clown in disguise, you are fucking like
You have gotten in a car with like a mom, dad, daughter, and little brother who are cool with taking a completely unaccompanied minor.
Hope you were cool with that. I don't want to see Derry again, pledge, because you ain't.
Right. Like, oh my god. And to his credit, he everything just seems like annoying family, like they're gonna sing Camp Granada or something, and like annoying family stuff. The little brother starts spelling crap, and then the words get weird that he's spelling or get dark.
Well, to me it was weird because to Pennywise in all the other, and I was watching the other movies recently, he normally only picks one form. Like if he's a person, he's one person, or
This
monster.
feels almost more like popping that kid into a dream.
Yeah.
Only the dream's physically real. Like it's also happening, which is both. It feels kind of like a fun blend or escalation of the books, but also, like you said, it's not quite how it was in the movies. This is this show is new and not of the books. Was my immediate feeling.
Also, to me, it felt like if there is a progression of this show, maybe it hasn't found its quite. But then again, the movies have established it's been a clown since
for a long time,
like the 1800s.
Right.
So that's not quite. But if we want to ignore that, maybe it hasn't found its preferred form yet.
Right, or it's got a Jason problem of ripping arms off and like, oh damn, I actually just wanted to scare you, but I guess now I got these two.
Because that's part of it is that it feeds off not just kids, but like it also feeds on them, but like it feeds on their fear as well. So just feeding on a kid is not exactly like you want to make him fear enough fear as possible, and then sink your teeth into him.
Yeah, and
so maybe it's learning that.
So the daughter pulling out the liver was a first grade signal. And like,
well, it's not too long until Maddie decides to throw caution to the wind, and good on this kid. He just pulls that going like booking it across.
No, he's gonna roll out there like Walter.
No, man, I'm rolling. I'm risking it. And he can't get out of the car. They start doing the spelling bee shit.
And then I was
OUT
unprepared for the other thing that wanted OUT.
Yeah, that was weird.
Both the mom making like a 50s style joke of like, haha, I guess something else wants OUT. But then I was not ready for the using the panties to cover the entire birth of a bat boy winged demon thing. And then I didn't realize it at first that she's still attached to it the whole time it's flying around the car.
Yeah, umbilical cord,
was
moving it around, like pulling it like a kite. That was
how
awesome.
have I not seen that in the amount of Terrifier type shit that we watch? How have I not seen that more often?
We haven't learned a lot about Maddie yet.
More things should fly out of monstrously pregnant women and then still be tethered.
We haven't learned a lot about Maddie yet, and since he's the Georgie of the show, maybe but that's not the point.
Right.
But
all I know about Georgie is he wanted some help putting paraffin on a boat.
It is supposed to take a form that you personally are afraid of, like the hypochondriac Eddie saw a plague victim. One of them is the picture he's always been afraid of his dad's office. Like it usually picks a form. So I was waiting for Maddie to have he had a new brother at home that was going to suck up all the attention, or why a demon baby was the thing that
demon bat baby. No, the demon bat baby just felt like monster.
Yeah, it kind of felt like oh okay, this isn't usually and to me maybe this is the point. It isn't honed in yet.
Right. Because I don't mind there being something about the family trap for him working, it looked like all of that being something that pulled. It wouldn't surprise me if they go to Maddie's house and try to research this more later. If they find some kind of National Enquirer type Bat Boy thing, though.
we don't actually. So in the Losers Club or whatever, I kind of like the fact that we see Pennywise's victims are kids that most people won't miss, or like you can obviously see there's a predator type of.
Oh, this clown definitely has a.
I'm gonna pick off the weakest gazelle.
Yeah, to
like
catch a predator.
The one with a limp.
Yeah, when they interview perverts, like when they interview like sex predators, and they're like, oh yeah, no, I could tell that kid.
Yeah.
Could get picked up, like whatever
Sixth
sense they got.
Yeah. And Pennywise only goes after the Losers Club because they come down to the sewers to fuck with it. You know, like it doesn't actually seem to go after them until it fucks with them. But you can like Maddie is definitely like when he pops open what I thought at the time, since he's got a bunch of candy, he pops a ring pop into his mouth.
I charitably wanted to have it be a ring. I was like, Maddie, I'm gonna give you this one. It's a ring pop.
And then I did think to myself, when were ring pops invented?
Right. It starts to bother you in the back of your mind, and then it slowly becomes undeniable. That's a fucking pacifier.
That's a pacifier.
And I don't want to victim blame a bullied kid, but I think I know why you're having a hard time. It's the pacifier.
Look,
it's at least 80% the pacifier.
I gotta say, as a kid in school, like trying to make it, just trying to survive. Like
Man.
if I was paid to be your friend for a day too, like the pacifier is going to be a point of contention.
You got to find a different stem, man. Like, you got to.
I need you to. Well, it's better than sucking my thumb. It really isn't.
You say that, but it and yet.
I mean, don't do
either.
Like for real, motherfucker. Like, could you? How about a toothpick? Toothpicks are cool.
Toothpicks. There you go.
Yeah, get a toothpick. Maybe you do a Fonzie thing.
Right.
I don't know.
Start smoking. You're 12.
Yeah,
it's
Jesus,
the 50s.
Pick up a habit.
It's the 50s. You're good. Candy cigarettes.
Look, lung cancer was probably in your future anyway. Like, fucking just embrace it, kid. Like,
yeah, my God. Well, turns out lung cancer's not in Maddie's future, because holy fuck.
Could have been if he just, because I swear to God that pacifier killed him. Like
that pacifier killed him.
That pacifier put him to the top of the list of like kind of like, oh man, this kid. Mwah,
Pennywise probably had like some other kids in there. Just like Maggie Simpson noise.
Yeah, like oh,
that clown looked her with just one eye rolled over.
Yeah, like
Who
oh
the fuck
man,
is that kid?
It's like he's not even trying to survive.
Hang on.
He knows...
you guys stay here. I'm just going to take care of this real quick.
Hey, man, you know he's in Derry already.
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't me, one of the bullies was... I'm doing this kid a favor, really.
So, there's some odd jokes throughout this show that... In the same way that I was surprised when it pops off, it fucking pops off. Like, kids explode like water balloons of blood.
So I appreciate...
But it's also got weird jokes. That girl that farts in the bathroom... That shit was genuinely funny and weird.
So, in the way that the monkey falls down when it's trying to ape Stephen King dialogue, and or a Stephen King vibe, and dude, Stephen King wishes he didn't write dialogue like that.
Right.
You don't have to like do it for him. Like,
right.
I'm pretty sure Stephen King would wish he could write dialogue a little more natural sounding than he does. But I really appreciate this show. Everyone talks with not a modern day. There is some modernisms in their speech patterns, but not to a crazy degree of like, no one's saying like, yo, what's up, man? Like that,
right.
You know, they're still doing the G. Willikers Leave It to Beaver shit. But
it flows pretty well.
It flows. It doesn't feel forced. I feel like it's a good happy medium of, hey, let's not try and force this 50s dialogue.
The kid that is just endlessly fucking telling his friend that aliens exist and are already here and are probing us and like all of it, like
very much the guy in the camper and Eight-Legged Freaks.
Yeah, his patter was really nicely done and just constant. Like, and it allowed his friend at one point. None of their names matter; they're all dead.
Yeah, who cares?
His friend gets to wheel on him at one point, and like,
hey, yo,
like, hey. So she's telling us about a supernatural thing one time, like that a ghost of a person she actually met contacted her. I have listened to you tell me 1,000 ways that aliens are real.
Good for this. good for this guy. This kid, I really thought he was going to be the main character. Of this.
Same.
He gave a good vibe.
Fucking cool kid.
I should have known though he was Jewish. Like that.
Well,
no such thing as a Jewish hero in a Stephen King book.
And like
victims,
because I recognized
always.
it. I'm pretty sure I recognized his last name from it from our it.
Well, luckily he has a brother to carry on the fucking family name.
Shit. Yeah, it's just all going to be corpses of uncles and aunts, great uncles and great aunts.
Well, I mean, I like that he asks a pretty legitimate at a family dinner. He asks a pretty reasonable kid question,
Right.
Of like, hey, so I'm still trying to figure out the world, and this sounds like a dumb question even to me, but Dad could say someone had kidnapped a kid and kept him in the sewers for like a month. And that kid still be alive? Is that like a possibility?
Like, is that I don't know what's medically feasible.
I don't really know what's real in this world or not. Like, I'm still figuring that out. And the dad shoots back at him with like a really shitty Jewish guilt thing.
Right. The dad seems like a hard ass of a rabbi, dude.
Yeah, and I was like, like, hey, stop reading these comic books and live in the real world. And like, I'm asking what legitimately is real.
Right. I'm trying to clarify.
Trying to get a handle on this. I like the lampshade metaphor comes back as a...
Well, and also that tracked so hardcore of like, don't need comics, we are Jewish, and, and just the immediate like, our family survived, or, didn't make it out of Book and Wall, just immediately like goes off of this. If it's inappropriate to ask that question at the dinner table, how is this story back?
Yeah.
Okay.
How dare you ask me about this missing child? Now listen to me about the Holocaust.
Yeah, right. And like I was like, oh man, I feel you, kid. The lampshade actually appearing in his room.
Now that makes more like to me. I was like, okay, that's it. Logic of picking a thing.
Totally. Also, that scene, like I believe that it horrifies that kid. That lampshade looked inadvertently goofy to me.
Absolutely.
And I loved that scene, but also I laughed so hard.
Well, the CG,
I had a blast with it. Like, I'm not knocking the scene. Don't cut it out of the show.
The CG with the bat, especially when it starts picking up kids, starts to get a little wonky.
Oh my gosh, it's so wonky. The size of that bat, dude, it's all over the place. At one point, it's like the size of that kid, and at one point, he's carrying like a baby. Yeah. But I laughed hard at the lampshade, and also just that they did it. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's great stuff.
Him being fetal under his like bench, like window seat, and his brother just opening the door. How are we even related? It was like classic. I really did not expect this show to be quite what it is. On the one hand, it's exactly it brand. Like, on the one hand, it's exactly what I thought it would be, and on the other hand, I just didn't think it'd be this bloody in one episode, and I'm very happy about that.
Well, what's funny to me is that their kid logic of investigation, of let's go retrace his steps. So last time anyone saw him, he was watching The Music Man at the theater. And, like,
And he sang that song, even though she didn't know what it was. He sang that song to her.
Right, and as an adult, you wouldn't think, like, well, you don't have to watch The Music Man in the theater to, like, fucking get the vibe. Like, but they're at the, like, little kid logic of, like, let's fully, like...
Well, there's no other way to watch The Music Man. Like, she happens to have a reel of it. There's no home video or any...
Oh, right. But like, you would just, like, a regular person would go for, like, okay, he started here, let's fan out from the theater and see where he went, or something.
Or look at the lyrics of the song, or try to read...
Yeah.
Right, no.
There's not really a reason to, like, actually sit down in the seat where he sat and try and live out his fucking, like... But
they do, and they have a like, a real moment of, like...
that it works,
like, are you crying?
know?
I'm not crying. None... With the alien kid... when the lights go down and like none of us are crying, no one's crying. Shut up.
Also, I gotta admit, even as I'm dying, I'm like, so what's with the demon baby? This feels like a carryover from before. It connects with none of us, in any way.
Right. Does anyone know what that is? Yeah.
Was the model expensive? Like.
Yeah, that's all I kept thinking was like Ghostbusters style. Like, no. Which one of us thought of demon baby? Like
Also, like, the baby picking them up and just, like, ripping through them, ripping that one girl's arm, like, right off. Like,
the pan down at the end of her still holding that hand is awesome.
It's great stuff.
I was so happy with that.
Well, I mean, so that's the thing is like I'm not sure how much of this is like post shine of they killed 3 kids and I'm like, all right.
Right, same. Like at its height, it has this like Chucky mania to it of like you guys just killed most of the kids that we met this episode. Are we gonna do this every episode? Because
they doubt it. But...
I'm not out. I mean, you may have found my number.
The creators said like they were pretty proud of it. That was their red wedding. Of,
okay.
So I think it's gonna be like, expect more deaths throughout the show.
But like we're not gonna kill all the kids next episode. Yeah.
You're not gonna have to learn new names every episode. Like,
I honestly, it would not. You wouldn't lose me, guys, if you pared down to 2 kids each episode and it just evolved which 2.
Yeah. Like they just keep surviving. Everyone like they survive 2 or 3 episodes and then have to like team up with different survivors. So there's also an adult storyline with a black pilot coming to live on the airbase.
Yeah, because they've got a Hawkins thing going on. They've got this nuclear testing and
which I'm not sure
stealth
if that
bomb or
if that has anything to do with Pennywise or if they realize like that there's something weird with Derry. They have a racist flight mechanic that I love. James Remar basically is like, I don't take care of any of that shit. It feels like manufactured. Of like I was wondering like when it was. I mean, so when's it going to reveal that you paid that guy to do that so that you could ingratiate yourself to this guy that you need? Because he is like all over this black pilot of like making him like, I think you're the guy to like, and I'm not even sure what they're doing there.
Neither is he. Like, I mean, like neither is our pilot, sergeant, whatever he is. And yeah, he immediately gets fucking mugged in his room. I like his dude, his buddy that's with him, like his second in command kind of that's with him, busts in the room. Dude's getting attacked in his sleep by guys in scuba masks, which I'm sure I felt like certainly is those racists because you want to cover every inch of your skin.
Again, what feels like a setup is that those guys are in masks, and also his friend comes in to save him at the last second, and they sit there on the beds and don't go for help or raise the alarm, even though
they let those dudes go. Basically,
I'm assuming that like, are you guys assuming that those are those dudes in the army base? Because if you're not, your army base has been infiltrated
by spies who want the plans, the specs for this.
Yeah,
bomber.
And you need to like light up the lights and like, hey, yo.
Yeah, no, I couldn't believe they didn't chase them down, and it felt weird that they sit there and like saving your ass again.
I'm waiting for that to be a like. This is all an elaborate setup.
I hope so, because I'm worried that the adult storyline is just weak as fuck. That's my main concern. I had almost forgotten completely about it.
Well, I feel like, okay, so we haven't met this guy's family because they're going to be important next episode because all the kids die in this episode, his kid can't be here. I'm assuming that his kid is going to be more important going forward.
Yeah.
Or his family, not sure. Because, yeah, he has no connection to any of the other kids or Pennywise or any of that shit. The airbase, I don't know, maybe has the most tangential relations to something weird going on in Derry.
And traditionally, the adults in Derry have not gotten anything done. Ever.
No. Sounds like they may want to use it. Although, oh my god, that duck and cover turtle mascot.
Oh man, the Bert the Turtle.
Yeah.
In the background of that scene, that sad fucking kid in that turtle suit, people just knocking shit out of his hand or taking his sandwich or taking his drink.
Just taking his drink. No, he tries to eat his sandwich through his mask.
That's right.
And I was like, okay, so, hey, yo, Bert Turtle mascot kid, now that Maddie's gone, pacifier kid, you're next on the fucking chopping block.
You gotta be able to look around and do the math here.
Head on a swivel, kid, you're fucking next.
Right. Right. That fucking clown's coming for you, bro. Yeah, no, we're probably going to meet that sad fucking kid on Friday. I'm looking forward to more of it. I'm surprised that it was that gory on a Sunday on HBO.
It's definitely fun. I
miss Chucky. It's not quite what I want.
Well, it's also like, well, the It movies were more than just Skarsgård as the clown. There's a vibe,
absolutely.
And it's really cool. I
like both of them, actually.
And this show is... getting that across, but that also being said, like, hey, so you made him a heavy part of the marketing, and he is pretty good. It's a once in like a lifetime like iconic performance as that clown.
Right. Also, though, I know y'all can't defeat him in this show.
Right.
The best you could do is leave some of the lore that the kids have in.
And I just don't want to surf Dracula this of like, okay, Pennywise finally learns how to be Pennywise at the end of this and is like, that's how he kills all these kids.
Right.
And if the origin story is how a killer clown learns how to kill kids, like, okay, felt like he had all the advantages in the world to do that.
Right, and also already seems fantastic at it.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't feel like he needed any upgrade or, maybe that's it. Maybe they find a way to make Pennywise feel small, and now all of a sudden he can't not take the shape of that clown, which actually makes him less effective for the next group of kids. Because I've always thought that Pennywise should be way more effective of a fear shape changer, because he can change into any shape that you most fear, which he does. Except he always reverts back to that dumb clown.
yeah, he really likes being that dipshit clown.
Yeah, which also kind of like, what are you doing? Like you were working great as that. Hey, remember the half a kid with that Easter exploding thing?
Right.
That was terrifying.
Right.
Being chased by the clown's a little silly.
Yeah, and to me, him reverting back to this, it always kind of gave away the game of like, or was something I liked about the flaw in the monster of like, no man, there's a lot of flash and spectacle here, but behind the curtain, you're the great and powerful Oz looks like a dipshit clown.
Right.
Like you have I'm not trying to kink shame you, dude, but you got a clown fetish. It's
well,
weird,
I think even in the books, it's like they reveal he's an interdimensional demon, but he's a weaker one. Like he got kicked out.
He's basically cut off, and we're like,
he himself is a loser.
Right.
Like, and I think that was it's one universe's loser against the other loser.
Yeah, he's just found this town where like he's the big fish in this pond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I always kind of like that headcanon. So maybe these kids find a way to give it a weakness, and that weakness is Pennywise.
Right. I'm curious. I mean, they could change the lore completely from the books if they wanted. I'm also wondering if the adult storyline is going to be something to do with. There's some thin patch Dark Tower kind of stuff that is how some of Stephen King's shit connects. That there's places like, how would an interdimensional thing pop through here? Like, well, here's a thin spot that let that happen. And so I'm wondering if something they're doing, like you said, like he's a weak, kind of shitty one or whatever he is. If they pop a hole open, does he want, like, would Pennywise welcome more of him?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's not into that.
Right. Like, no, I got a good thing going. Why don't you guys all stay the fuck over there?
Last thing I need is a good, like, an actually effective mimic thing to compete for food.
Or I don't know, maybe whatever he is has real jobs and shit to do, and it isn't just sitting in a sewer in upstate Maine.
Oh my god, maybe he's Invader Zim.
Right.
Like, like some boss of him is pissed that he hasn't reported back. Like, haven't you taken over that mud ball yet?
And I can't remember what all the Todash backstory, like, lore shit from,
honestly, it's all kind of dumb, and I kind of wish it didn't exist, because I think it's more mysterious that it's just a weird clown.
Right.
I actually don't think the interdimensional, like, I know that some people like the interconnectedness of the interdimensional demon shit and how the Dark Tower connects and all that. I think it's the weakest part of, like, man, don't explain your weird ass monster.
I like all of it in its Dark Tower sense. You actually can't, like, it shouldn't really touch things like it. Like, I don't want to find out Cujo's an interdimensional dog.
Yeah.
You know?
Or infected with an interdimensional disease.
Right.
Or something.
In the same way that, like, I'm okay with Firestarter. He
actually got infected. Like, Cujo was actually infected with a thing in the stand or whatever. Like
there's a set of, there's a new show, The Institute. I'm a little bit thrown that is not the same Institute that is in Dark Tower. But similarly, where Firestarter comes from is not the same institute that's in. Like, I don't know what all's happening in Stephen King's world, but there's like at least 3 separate child-filled psychic labs going on.
Right, and in no way has Stephen King really thought about how it interconnected.
No.
That was some editor's basically whole career and job, and probably cried
Oh yeah, no, there's a correspondence that's fucking hilarious. It's awesome. I got it right over there, actually.
Of just the mental breakdown of Stephen King's like intern or editor that he put on doing the continuity.
Robin Firth is her name. Yeah,
because King doesn't give a shit about his own continuity. Like he does not
you're just
care.
like, ha, here you go, kid. God damn you. Yeah, no, I have a version of Gunslinger where this guy's name is like there's a person like the head of this resistance thing, and then there's one version where he's a town.
What? He's a town?
Like it's not a character, it's the name of a town.
Oh, okay.
And it starts with an F, and I'm blanking on the name at the moment. But it like there's basically like there's a version of Gunslinger that is since there's a bunch more Dark Tower stuff, they've gone back and like retconned a correct first book because he started writing that shit when he was like 18 in college, and like it. So the first version I have that started me reading it all. If you read it and then read that Gunslinger and then read to the end of Dark Tower, it does not line up to what. Like, yeah. Shut up. Yeah, across 20 fucking years and a lot of cocaine. It turns out he did not keep track of all that. And so like there now exists like a Marvel MCU retcon like we time heisted this bitch to perfect continuity. But it's not the first version I got when I was 10.
Sure. I mean, we're talking about the man that can't keep a consistent universe for one book. I'm looking at you, Maximum Overdrive. Or no, that was a short story.
That was a short story. Trucks.
But Trucks would be...
But yeah, no, it... he was on so... His cameo in Maximum Overdrive is worth looking up on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, where he gets killed by that ATM?
Yep, and he's so pale. He's so pale.
Well, he's
on
doing
so much coke,
he's
man.
doing a lot of cocaine on that.
Yeah, that's in the period of time where he like straight up admitted he doesn't remember most of Tommyknockers. Later on, Dreamcatchers was opiates, not because of the van accident, but that's the other book.
That's the one where I'm like,
book that
he doesn't care about his own continuity.
No,
Dreamcatchers.
Yeah, no bounce, no play.
Can you imagine? Can you seriously imagine being such a fast and prolific writer?
Dude.
You can actually write a book on opiates over a weekend, get it into your editor, and it be kind of too late to not to take it back.
And
fuck.
And it's not bad. Like it's a mess. Like, but it's like three pretty good novels.
It's also not much more of a mess than a lot of other Stephen King stories now.
It is seriously. Dreamcatcher is like three decent like novels that you get most of that are sewn together by a guy that can really write.
Yeah.
But there's points where you're like, and we're here now. The fuck is that? Well, what the shit is those?
Yeah, I don't remember any of that.
Yeah. I mean, shit. I remember reading that Stephen King fucking hates Tommyknockers and being like, "Wow, shit, dude, I enjoy Tommyknockers. I don't know, man." So okay, just for the record, your worst writing was still okay. Fuck you. like you said, like, fuck you, man. It's like Hunter Thompson shit.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't be able to pass out at a typewriter and have the impression your forehead makes be acceptable to Rolling Stone.
But Sleepwalkers, I'll stand by. That's genius. You confuse me, King. I don't know what your line is. What do you consider good? God, you know what? Just give me another fucking... Just keep them coming,
Keep them coming, my man.
This one's about a scary lamp. When can you have it?
All right, fine. Well, I'm definitely going to keep up with this. I would say if you've got HBO, go watch this first episode on Halloween. It's a hoot.
It's a hoot and a half. It's a hoot and a half of a kid.
It's a hoot and a holler. And until, well, let's see. Next week, we're going to talk about the lowdown. We'll go ahead and talk about the wrap up on that. And until next time...
TV Dudes. O-U-T!
O-U-T!
TV O-U-T!
O-U-T!